One of the hobbies I have or interests I have that I can simultaneously love and hate is my capability and incapability for storytelling. I think I'm a great storyteller, but I just have so much wind up before it stops, and it's usually like I know the story has one thing. I have to just get to it on punchline. But the energy it takes to get there, I mean, the story could be 5 minutes. The story was 5 minutes. I recorded this already, but then after using all of that energy, I heard that I could not hear anything because I used the mic and I plugged it into the bottom, but the bottom is kind of no longer working because it's been getting wet, my phone's bottom. Last week, I had an argument with my partner who I live with. If I'm in an argument and situation, environment is a bit conflict heavy, energy is not, I'm not feeling the energy, I would like to escape that situation and escape that environment. So depending on the argument, I could lock myself in the cupboard, which is my little Narnia wardrobe, or I could lock myself in the other room, spare room, or I could straight up leave the house. Leave the house is a level 3. I'm like, I don't even, like, I can feel the atmosphere in this whole house. I need to escape it. So we had a level 3 argument last week, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave the house. Usually if I do leave the house, I call my best friend and he comes and picks me up. He is my human, like, comfort zone, the only human comfort zone that I have. So he knows I'm scared of the outside world. I'm not scared. I have sensory overstimulation. I can only process one sensory input at a time. So outside there's just so many things going on, so many noises and visual things, unpredictability, that I just don't feel safe. I get overstimulated and it makes me feel unsafe. It doesn't make me feel unsafe. I get overstimulated, it makes my heart start beating. It makes me not able to walk like I've forgotten how to walk normally. I'm so aware of how I'm walking, of my face, of where I'm looking, whatever. I left the house by myself, but before I left the house, I was freaking out already panicking, of course, like for the social anxiety that I'm about to embark upon mission. So I smoked a little bit just to calm down. And yeah, just to be calm and get ready, listen to some music, chill, and then leave the house. And then I got into a false sense of calmness and chill. I was like, I'm ready to leave the house. I left the house, boom, everything hit at once. The outside, the bright lights of the sun, daylight, everything. And I started getting my undercurrent anxiety attack, heart beating, so hyper aware and vigilant, and all my muscles are tense. It's not a good feeling, and I have to keep up appearances of normalcy. My hands will be shaking, like you can see the signs if you look close enough. Sometimes you don't even have to look close enough, but most people, I think, interpret my social anxiety as me being very intimidating when I am out, because I'm like this the whole time. Because I'm trying to keep it together. That's all I'm trying to do. And I'm hoping you don't come talk to me, like I'm already doing so much. So I left the house, social anxiety, full in, panic levels 3 out of 10, anxiety level maybe 5 or 6 out of 10, because smoke level was like a 4 out of 10. And I was freaking out the whole time. I managed to get to the post office. It was tiny. There were a lot of people in the line. Aircon was on. I had to take off my glasses. And I was just trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. And then after 1 hour, the security guard, or maybe he's the post office employee, but he seemed to be wearing a security guard looking outfit compared to the rest of them. He got my package. And I had to go like talk after all the silence and chattering in my head and not talking, avoiding all social interaction. This was my first social interaction, leaving the house, where I had to talk. I had not talked. My throat, I'm sure, was gonna come out squeaky. I was avoiding eye contact at all costs. I already avoid eye contact at all costs, but when I've taken off my sunglasses and my outside masks are cracking and I just smoked, I would really rather look anywhere but at you. And he opened my package and I didn't know what was coming in the package, so I was gonna be just as surprised as he was, and I was worried about that. And he took this out of the package. Hold on. Imagine, he goes, I'm standing where you are. Do you smoke? Smoke what? Anything? Yeah, I'll smoke anything.